being seen. I've already started. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, promised to go live today. So I'm going live. We are live. It's been a while since I did a subscriber hangout like this. So, karibuni sana. Welcome to the live stream. My name is Mumo. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do so right now in the subscribe place today. So, this particular live, I am actually not at my house, I'm just somewhere else. And I basically want to answer any questions that may be there concerning your channel, as well as also share any information that I have on how you can be able to grow your channel and build your channel. Because as your channel keeps growing, you need to have strategies on how you can be able to grow your channel. So I will take you through a few of the things that I believe are really crucial for any creator who wants to see massive growth on their channel. Many of the creators that I see on the platform, sometimes you gain a subscriber or two every single day. And when you get them on your channel, you have no exact idea about what the reason is that they came to your channel. So at this moment, what I actually want to do is I was sharing that on my WhatsApp so that there are a few other people that I wanted to join. But what I want to help you understand is the things that you can do for your channel so that you can be able to actually predict how fast you will grow and also be able to prepare yourself to grow even faster in future. I always like to share the story of the way I have grown my channel. I began my channel officially, creating the channel was in 2017 in May. And basically, hi Flora, welcome. I started my channel in 2017 in May, and I uploaded one video. And if you have joined the live, please like and place a comment in the chat. If you have any questions about YouTube, I will answer them today. So when I began my channel in 2017 and I uploaded once, I didn't upload anything else. Hi Ruth, welcome. I didn't upload anything until January of 2018. That's when I first did my focused and targeted video. And when I did that, that video right now has about 17,000 views. When I did it, I actually realized that there was a gap that was somewhere. Hi, Daniel, welcome. When I realized that there was a gap, what I did is I did a follow-up video, and that has been the focus of my channel, to actually give people business ideas, and also recently to start making YouTube videos such as this one so that you can be able to see exactly how to grow. So one of the things that I did for my channel, the first thing is I went and did a search on YouTube in the theme and the topic that I actually wanted to be known for, because I wanted to do a business idea kind of channel. So I went on YouTube at the start of 2018, and I searched for business ideas in Kenya. And I found two videos that were there from one particular person. And at that time, that person had close to 1,000 subscribers. And I had 21 subscribers. But I saw that lady had done a video that had 46,000 views, another one had 20,000 views. And after that, there wasn't any other video that had been done on that particular topic. So I knew that even if it took a while for my channel to actually on that number of subscribers that I had, what I did was I actually went ahead to do 3 videos on that topic. So right now, if you search for business ideas in Kenya, you will find there are close to 7 or 10 of my videos in the first 20 videos that are for that search term. So the tip here for you is find content that you can do for your channel that no matter what time it is, the content that you're doing never gets old. It's called evergreen content. The content that you're doing, if I do content about the way I did about M-Pesa registration, it does not get old until the company changes its policies on what it is doing and the requirements that it puts around. If it is a video that gives you tips on how to start an online business, like I have done, the tips in that video, apart from just being updated with new information, the tips there can actually help you to start in whatever thing that you want to do. So if you're doing a makeup channel, you need to find content around makeup. For instance, how to do your eyeliner. That is something that will not get old. That is content that will always be there and it will always be relevant. Even if you do a video in January, if someone comes in August and they want to learn about that particular topic, that video will still be relevant. So if you can be able to make videos that give value, how to do a particular thing, and it is in your niche, then you can be able to actually grow. For instance, I have a friend of mine who lives in Qatar. And when I looked at the channel at the time when that person asked for advice, I told her this: do content that helps people who are not in Qatar learn more about Qatar. The the things that you can do in Qatar, how to get jobs in Qatar, what's the lifestyle like in Qatar, what's the weather like in Qatar compared to Kenya. Because if you're a Kenyan content creator, what tends to happen is your content is shared more to people from your own country. Because when you're starting your channel, you usually say you're from a particular country. So the tendency is that the first audience that you will get is from your country. And then when YouTube is recommending your content, what it tends to do is that it starts giving out content to people. Hi, oh, from the USA, welcome to the live stream. So what tends to happen on your channel is that your content is recommended to people who look like the people who are already following you. So if you're in another country, start sharing experiences of what you're going through in that country to people who have never been there, who'd love to come there. Maybe you have gotten a job in a foreign country and you can actually do videos on how you were able to secure that job. What's the pay like for people to be able to get there? What's the process like? If it's a visa application that you went through, what are the things that you were asked? All those ideas help people who actually want to make the same step that you made to actually follow you, because you're telling them about the new experiences that you're having in that particular country. So finding that particular topic, for instance, if you have gotten a job in the US and you are from Kenya, then how did you get the job? How did you apply for the job? What was the interview process like? All these are videos that you can be able to do, and the information on those videos does not get old. Because as a small channel, if you try and get onto a trend, the way there are many trends that are going on, like right now, there's a trend about making assumptions. The competition on assumption videos is very high because even the people with 10 million people will also do those kind of videos. So the possibility of your video being seen among the tens of millions of videos on that particular topic is a bit hard. Then the way they have done their videos, the style of doing their videos makes people like them. Some of them are already brands, so people will watch them because they're getting entertained. And if you do the same topic, then you have to do the same kind of standard that they are doing it at. But if you did a more personalized video, like a tutorial, like a how to, like 5 steps to getting immigration in whichever country you're in right now, or the 5 places to visit if you're a visitor in Kenya. Those are topics that people will search for no matter when you did it. And the good thing with those kind of videos, if you do that kind of video in 1 year, you can always do an update the next year. You can always say, this is the updated version. Let me put on the lights and then I'll be back to continue. Oh, thank you. So the lights are on now. I think I'll just do the curtains so that the light stops coming from outside. And that is normal to do in a live stream. And then you put on the lights. I hope that's better. I hope that's better. Good. So uh, I'm trying to make the curtain to me my background. So if you have done a particular video in 2018, when you get into 2019, you can always allude to that one because, of course, it has already gotten views. Then you now say, I did a video in 2018 on 5 places to visit. And then now in 2019, I've done an updated version. There are newer places to go, there are better things to do. You can even do a challenge where you tell yourself, I have 1,000 shillings or I have $10 and I want to spend it to go to 5 places to have fun. So the challenge there is, can I find a place to have fun and can I spend the amount of money that I have? Those are trying to make sure that you give people something that will always last. So that's the first thing that you can do for your channel so that no matter how many subscribers you currently have, no matter the number already have on your channel, if you do that kind of a video, then you're always sure that there will be people searching for that kind of content. I'll give you a very personal example. There's a video on my channel that is titled Businesses to Make You Rich. And I did it in either June or July of last year. And I knew when I was doing it that it's kind of content responding to the 2 other videos I'd done, which was 10 businesses ideas in Kenya, 5 business ideas in Kenya. And I knew I was doing a similar kind of content. But what I did was on that particular video, I changed the way I was framing the video. So I made it businesses that can make you rich. And when I uploaded it in June, I believe, what happened is my subscribers watched it and they liked it. And then in June and July, it did not get many views. And I was sharing it with a friend of mine, and the number of views that are on that video are very low. And then in August, up to today, I always keep on getting more views than the previous day. That the way my graph for views looks for that video is it started like this going up. I wish I could draw. And then it came down and then it flatlined. Then in August it started going up. And that is a video that I did in June of last year. And up to this day, the number of people who on my channel are about 1,800 now. That one video, when people watch it, 500 people have already subscribed just because of one video. And I have done close to 80 videos on this channel. And one video that I did has been able to get me a third of the subscribers that are on this channel. So I clearly know the things I'm telling you will work for your channel. So the thing that you need to do is find something special that you can talk about that is in your niche, and then go ahead and do a video, do 2 videos, do 5 videos on that one topic. The other example I'd like to give you is on my channel, because I can't give you examples of things I've not tried. The I have done 5 videos. I did a series of 5 videos on helping people get their first job, get their first employment. Now, I know on this channel, I don't focus a lot on career or progression in career, but I did that 5 videos on career and how to do an interview, how to carry yourself during an interview. What are the questions that people are asked during interviews? Where are the places you can go to search for jobs? 5 videos that I did in a span of 1 week, and over quite a long time, almost 3 or 4 months, those videos were not getting views. Like, I would go back to check on them because I keep on checking on my videos to see which ones are doing well and which ones I can do other videos about. And those videos completely nothing was happening on them. And then there's one video on the top 5 job search sites that you can actually go to search on, and that particular video has over 1,000 views just on its own. And then the rest, now what tends to happen is, if you did videos on the same topic together, and the next thing you need to do is organize them in playlists. So there's a playlist on my channel about job search, how to get your first job. So I take you from how to write a good cover letter and application letter, and then I take you to where to go and actually check for jobs, and then how to carry yourself on in an interview. All those things in different videos. When one video starts getting views, what tends to happen is, if someone has watched a particular topic on my channel, what YouTube does is that it looks at that person and says, if so and so has watched video A from Mumo's channel, then maybe they would like to watch video B. So, because they are on the same topic, what will tend to happen is, you've watched one video about where to get jobs. Then, if you've watched that video, then what tends to happen is you watch a video about how to write an application letter. Then, once you've watched that one, you want to know how to carry yourself on in an interview. Then, what are the interview questions that you will be asked? So, it tends to help YouTube to know these videos are related. So if you do related videos on your channel, you will see that if one starts getting views more than the others, and it starts being the one that is bringing people to the channel, then the rest that are there, which are related, people will be like, okay, so now that you've watched this, then watch the next thing. Okay. So once you found a good topic, do a number of videos on that particular topic. Once you have done that, then you can be able to actually start getting related views, because once one of your videos is playing, then the next suggested video will be on the same kind of topic, and you can be able to guide a viewer in your channel, and they get stuck in your channel, going round and round and watching more and more videos. So the next thing that you can do is, on your channel, do a passion analysis, like an analysis of the kind of person that you are. As you're looking at yourself, what you're doing is you write down the kind of things that you would really love to talk about on your channel. What topics would you like to cover on your channel? What genre would you like to cover on your channel? All these are things that, if you actually write them down, you can be able to expand on these things. For instance, what I did is I wrote down that I want to talk about business ideas. And then the next thing I had to talk about is what kind of topics can I cover on business ideas? So I've done the top business ideas. I've done business ideas for teenagers, for single mothers, for college students, for if you have 1,000 shillings, business ideas for you, agribusiness ideas. There's another one that is about to come, hopefully this week, that I'm actually editing really quickly. It was supposed to come out today, but there were other reasons that it was unable to come out. But what you're doing is find like 10 ideas on your main idea. If your video is about travel, then how can you be able to find content, 10 video idea content ideas on travel? So that if someone comes to your channel, what tends to happen as a viewer? What tends to happen is that if I came to your channel because of a travel video without being told, if I subscribed, what happens is I tend to expect that you will do other travel videos. So if you choose a particular genre, for you to actually really make it and grow, you need to focus on that genre. Make sure that you do videos that are really detailed in your genre, make it very interesting so that people will really like the way you edit your stuff. So once you have gotten the genre that you're in, then you will be okay. You will actually start getting people who will like your channel, and you will start getting people who will. The question I ask is, what is your channel about? Then, if I go to your channel and I find you're a lifestyle channel, then you do makeup, then you do travel, then you do food reviews, then you do business ideas, how to get started on YouTube. You have so many things that you're telling us. That's good. That's good that you actually have a lot of information to share with people. But if you actually want to grow quickly, you need to look at, yes, I have 10 things I can talk about. Yes, there are 10 things that I really love to talk about. But here are two things. Here is one thing that I actually want to talk about. And then on that one thing, first, talk about it for like 50 videos or 100 videos if that's possible, so that when people come on your channel, they will not be confused about the kind of content that you do. On this channel, and those videos I deleted, on this channel, when I started, I was uploading the trailers that I was doing for the business that I have on weddings, films. I was uploading the trailers. Then sometimes I would send the clients the full film here on YouTube, and it was there. It was public at first. Then there was my business ideas. Then I was doing inspiration. Then there were so many other things. So what I realized is the videos that were getting views were of a particular topic. So what I did was I did away with all the other things that were not getting me views, all the other things that were not getting me subscribers, and then focused on one thing. So I even started a channel specifically for the kind of work that I'm doing for my weddings, and the wedding trailers, they're on a completely separate channel. They're not on this one. Just the ones that have very many views are the ones that are still public. But there is no new wedding trailer that I'll put on this channel, because on the channel I have promised people that I'll talk about business and I'll talk about YouTube. Those two things. Because by the time I was getting to 1,000 subscribers, people were starting to now ask me, okay, so how have you been able to get to 1,000 subscribers? And because I have the technical knowledge, and then I have a strategy that I already had put in place, it is something that I can realistically be able to teach people on YouTube. That does not mean that you cannot do a YouTube video, that you cannot tell people how you got to 1,000 videos. You are still allowed to do that. But remember, if you do so many topics on your channel, you need to be ready to grow slowly. But if you focus your content, if you focus your channel, then the kind of people that you will be getting are people on a particular niche, and those are the people that will grow your channel. Because what tends to happen is, if YouTube sees that a particular video is getting more views, or the most views, or higher than average views on your channel, what tends to happen is that even if you are not promoting that video, other people will start promoting it. YouTube itself will start promoting it. So your work is just to make sure that you create the same kind of content in the same kind of niche, find different things to talk about, so that every time you release a new video, the people who already subscribe to your channel will continue watching your videos. So that's a very important thing for you to do, so that you can be able to realistically start seeing growth on your channel. The next thing, and that's the third thing that you need to do, is choose your titles well. I have done a video on this channel on TubeBuddy. There's another one I'm yet to release called Morning Fame. It's a tool that I really use a lot. I think it should be in the description right now. It's free to join both of them, TubeBuddy and Morning Fame. But I want you, after this live stream, to go and watch that video on TubeBuddy. This is how I use TubeBuddy. After I have done my search on YouTube for a particular search term, for instance, if I do a search term on YouTube tips and tricks, I will see the number of videos that are there. So when I go to TubeBuddy and I input that keyword, YouTube tips and tricks, it will tell me, for the size of my channel, if that is a good topic to cover. Because there is no need to do a topic where there are 10 million other videos on YouTube. It will take just a little more time to search, to check if you can find a video with less competition. So watch that video on TubeBuddy, because I go to explain how you can be able to use TubeBuddy to find videos or topics that have very little competition or no competition at all. So if you do a video on that particular topic, then you're competing with less people. Hi, Esther. If you're doing a video that is competing with less people, then if people are searching for it, look, if we are 3 people who've done this particular video, then you have a choice of 3. But if we are 300 of us who've done a particular topic, then you have to choose among 300 videos. So what are the chances for your video when it is ranking? Hi, Gashe. What are the chances for your video to rank on 300 videos? It's a bit harder, because people there, some of them have done amazing graphics, some of them are really interesting, and the way they deliver keeps people longer. So you will have a harder time to actually grab the attention of the viewer. Then, once you've done your video, something that I really see many people not actually taking time to actually work on is, look at your thumbnail. Because you may have the best video with drone footage, with the best audio, with nice graphics that are flying in and out, and transitions, and all those wonderful things that make your video awesome. But if your thumbnail is boring, if your thumbnail does not capture the attention of the viewer, then your video is as good as dead. Because someone will look at your title, and then they'll go and look at your thumbnail, and then in their mind they'll make a judgment of what's on this video, what's the thing that I expect to see on this video. So if you cannot grab the attention of your subscriber or the viewer on YouTube, then you're not going anywhere. You're not going to actually get the view. So, this is what I want you to do. Look at your competition and look at the way they have done their thumbnails and then do something a little different. When you're making your thumbnails, there's a tool that I actually advocate for. It's called Canva, Canva. Write it down. So if you go to Canva, you can actually go and make your thumbnail there. So you put your image, and the previous video I did here was on the tips that I have about thumbnails. I'll still do another one because there are so many thoughts about thumbnails that I'd love to compress for you to learn. So if you can be able to make a good thumbnail, you will be able to actually get people to click on your video. If you saw this particular video, the thumbnail that I have put, I actually sat down. Of course, it's not the best in the world. I'm not saying this thumbnail is the best in the world, but when you're going live, YouTube usually tells you to smile for a thumbnail. So just me smiling for a thumbnail does not give you what this live is about, because you'll get a notification about this live and you need to see the photo that's there. So I'm saying this is a live hangout for us. So if you actually want to learn, then you will actually come on the hangout itself. So if you're doing a thumbnail, allow me, I will direct you to that particular video on thumbnails. Go and watch it and get the thoughts there. But this same month, I will still do another one specifically about how to make great thumbnails, how to actually make sure that the thumbnails you have, people click on them. Because if someone does not click on your thumbnail and they were scrolling, if they are on YouTube, that means that they have gone to someone else's channel and not your channel. So, how can we be able to make sure that the 2 billion people who come on YouTube every single month, some of them and a good number of them will come to your channel? So, make good thumbnails. Once you've made a good thumbnail, then you have a good title, then someone has actually clicked on your video, they will get into your video. So, what tends to happen, if you look at your analytics, what tends to happen is that if someone has clicked on your video and you watch your analytics, for most people, this is what the analytics look like. At 100%, then by 30 seconds, it has gone to 25%. And then it goes flat after that. Look at your analytics. This is what tends to happen. Many of us begin our videos with a lot of things that have nothing to do with the video itself. I know as a creator, one of the things that we really value, one of the things that we really want to do is to get watch time. But you cannot get watch time if you cannot get audience retention. Audience retention is getting your viewers to stay on your video for as long as possible. So if you're able to get your viewers to stay on your video for a 7-minute video, they're staying there for 5 minutes, for 6 minutes, even for the whole 7 minutes, then what tends to happen is YouTube compares your video and the length of your video and the length of time that people take on your video with all other videos on YouTube of a similar length. So what it looks at is this video more interesting? You get, if there are a million videos that are 5 minutes long and yours is 5 minutes long, when you upload it and people watch it, what YouTube tends to do is, this is a 5-minute video. For how long has it kept people on YouTube? For 3 minutes, for 4 minutes, for 2 minutes, for a minute. Some of you, it's for 30 seconds. Someone has watched your video and then they get bored and they go away. But if it looks at that that video, it compares it with the other million videos that we have talked about, and it puts you on a scale. Are you below average? Are you average? Are you above average? Okay. Then, if you consistently are above average, go to your analytics and check audience retention. If you find your graph is constantly above average, that video with time will start getting views. So, the thing that I try to do, even if I have done longer videos, I have looked at my video when I'm editing my video. What I tend to do is I look at the video, I look at the footage, I look at all the things that I'm saying, and I ask myself, all these things, are they really important in this video? And then I check out, even if it's a minute or 2 minutes, if I find it is not adding to the main story that I want to give. So I can even have 14 minutes long of footage, and when I'm editing it, I find that 7 minutes is what is important to the viewer. Believe me, I will edit it down as much as possible, the shortest it can be, with all the information that I want to pass along, because I know the viewer that is watching wants the most value in the fastest time possible. So look at your videos and then see, are you rambling on? Are you talking about something else? Are you giving a topic that does not help them? take take all those things out of the video itself, take all of them out, and then focus on what is the meat of that particular video. Because when you tend to do that, even if your video is 3 minutes long or 10 minutes long or 39 minutes long, if it is able to keep above average audience retention, what will happen is that that video will be shared out in suggested videos. On people's home pages, when they come to YouTube, it will be there. Under recommended videos, it will start being recommended. If you've looked at your videos, you can see a few videos down there that are saying recommended for you, meaning you're either subscribed to these people or you like their content, even if you're not subscribed. They're interesting videos that YouTube thinks you will like. So, what you're trying to do is to get your video into recommendations. Because when you do your video, how many people do you physically know that you can actually go and tell them, this is my video, watch it? And because they're your friends, they tend to watch your video. But what YouTube does, and the good thing with what YouTube does is, if you have actually uploaded something that is interesting, it will start telling people, where there is another video that has been done by this person, go and look at it because I think you might like it. That's what tends to happen. YouTube, for my channel, contributes about 80% of the views that I have gotten. 80% of the views. Now, today I just got to 80,000 views. 80% of my views is 64,000 views. Now, on my channel, my own effort, going to actually pick people from Facebook, from Instagram, from wherever they are on Google, and bringing them to my channel has been 20%. The other 80% has been YouTube sharing out my content, are people who are not my subscribers, but they have now become subscribers because YouTube told them you might like this guy's content. So give YouTube an easy job of actually helping you to grow. So you make good content, you make interesting content, and that's it. You will start growing. So that is 40 minutes of us talking. So what I'll do right now, if there are any questions on YouTube, please ask them now so that I can be able to answer them, and then we can go on from there. Ruth, thanks for helping a lot. Terry, welcome aboard. So, any questions? If you have any questions, please ask. Esther, hi, how are you? So, thank you guys for joining in on the live. I hope that you have been able to get value today. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll make sure to answer them. Thank you for joining me on the live. Once this video is done, you can watch the replay. If you have any questions and any clarifications that you need, please ask them down below. I'll place a few videos right here after the video is done that you can go to watch, the ones that I was recommending. And I hope that you keep on creating. I hope to see some of your videos next time. So have a good evening and may God bless you. Remember to innovate, create, grow. Have an awesome night.